In continuing coverage, it's been nearly a month's worth of witnesses and testimony. North Dakota's lawsuit against the U.S. with the DAPL trial is just about wrapped up. The trial began on February 8th in a federal battle about who will pay for the damages caused by the DAPL protest, a case 5 years in the making. KX News' Mary Gutenkopf has more about what happened in one of the last days in court.
After hearing the depositions of two federal officials, the state rested its case, and the U.S. asked the judge to dismiss the case based on a lack of evidence provided by the state. The U.S. concluded that the state has not met its claims and failed to identify a breach of duty on the part of the Corps of Engineers. They stated that the Corps did actually exercise reasonable care, as they, like the state, were prioritizing the safety of all involved. Additionally, they stated that illegal activity performed by protesters happened on state and private land, not just Corps land, so the Corps could not be liable for all the costs incurred. However, the state said the U.S. violated their non-discretionary duty by failing to follow their own laws in regard to the special use permit issued by the Corps. The permit requires signatures of both parties and mandatory damage insurance, neither of which were obtained, which makes the permit invalid. The state claims that the Corps was guilty of negligence, gross negligence, civil trespass, and public nuisance because of their knowledge of illegal activity on Corps land and doing nothing to prevent it. Judge Daniel Traynor denied the U.S.'s appeal to dismiss the case, saying that there is, quote, evidence showing complete failure on the part of the Corps to act reasonably, end quote. The U.S. then began their questioning of witnesses, starting with Brad Wilson, an accounting expert claiming that North Dakota inflated their number of $38 million that is owed by the U.S. He says that the number ignores grants and payments and includes wage numbers and salvageable equipment, which, if they were excluded, would bring the number down to less than $10 million. Reporting for KX News, I'm Mary Gutenkopf.
As of right now, the case is expected to wrap up next week on Thursday, March 14th.